Hopefully you've all been paying attention so far with my riveting explanation about each one of these vitamins so far. I just noticed that I'm a terrible table maker. That the darker blue up there, I just kind of treated as a normal row, not as a header. So each one of these rows, including that dark blue versus the light blue, they all account for a different vitamin. Some of the main ones that I've been talking about so far. So what I tried to do is I tried to synthesize it all in one place, so that way you can kind of compare the different vitamins. And then also on the right column, I put some of the high yield buzzwords associated with each. I love high yield buzzwords. They've gotten me through so many tests, and hopefully this will do the same. So let's go ahead and start with vitamin A. It is one of the fat soluble ones. So vitamin A, D, E, and K are all fat soluble. One of the forms that is important is the retinol version, because that's going to be dealing with the eye. You've got skin. Vitamin A is going to affect the skin. Think wrinkles, think acne, the isotretinoin, and then also, like I said, it's important for vision, typically in night vision. Vitamin B1, what are we looking at? Thiamine. So the TPP form is going to be your coenzyme form, and that's going to be a coenzyme for stuff in the energy making process, so the ATP process. And if you don't have thiamine, you're not able to make ATP, so you might get a Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, or a beri-beri, both the wet and the dry form, or a Leber optic neuropathy. B2, let's take a look at B2. This is going to be your riboflavin, and this is where you're going to synthesize your FAD. Riboflavin is needed to make FAD. That's also used in your energy process. B3, that's going to be your niacin. Niacin, you want to think cholesterol medicine, because niacin is used to lower cholesterol. However, you may see a deficiency in niacin, and that's going to give you your pellagra, your 4 Ds, your dermatitis, dementia, diarrhea, and death. Pellagra. And also, you're going to need that niacin to make NAD. B6, pyridoxine, that's going to be used for your N5, N10 methyl THF form. You need B6 in your body. B6 and B12 kind of go hand in hand, but let's talk about B6 right now. You need it for the purine and the thymidine synthesis. B9 is going to be your folate. Folate, think pregnancy, think neural tube defects. I probably should have thrown that up there, but I tried to limit it to kind of four words, 4 thoughts. Also, you need B9 to create DUMP to DTMP. That's going to be your deoxy, I think, uridine monophosphate to your deoxythymine monophosphate. And then also you get folate typically in leafy vegetables. I've run across a few questions in my lifetime about where do you get folate. It's in the leafy vegetables. And then finally B12, this was the big one. Lots of long confusing words associated with it. It's used in DNA synthesis, and you can measure a B12 deficiency based on homocysteine levels and methylmalonyl-CoA levels. And that's because both of those are the reactants needed to get converted into products, but if you don't have the B12, you can't convert those into products. Therefore, your homocysteine and your methylmalonyl-CoA will be elevated. Your homocysteine and your methylmalonyl-CoA. Big subject there. And then also you may see a macrocytic megaloblastic anemia, and then also hypersegmented neutrophils. Those are also key buzzwords associated with the B12 deficiency. So vitamin C then is going to be more collagen related, and scurvy is simply a collagen defect. Your collagen's not going to be in the triple helices form. It's not going to have the prolyl or the lysyl formation, so they can't cross bond together. It's weaker. You'll get bleeding gums. You'll get sore muscles. You'll get purulent wounds. Then also vitamin C is thought to have an immune component as well. A little less studied. Airborne is just a massive dose of vitamin C. Remember that for immune. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is, like I've said, is made by the sun, so it's one of those that we can synthesize. Vitamin D is going to be intimately related to calcium. So when I say vitamin D, you think calcium. And what it is it's going to increase your body's calcium. If you have a high dose of vitamin D, your body should respond by increasing the calcium. If you don't have enough vitamin D, you may lead to rickets or osteomalacia, which rickets is the childhood form and osteomalacia is the adulthood form. Vitamin E is going to be your antioxidant. Not much to say about it, however, it's going to protect your phospholipid membranes, your lipid-soluble body processes, and it's going to act as an antioxidant to reactive oxygen species. Vitamin K, your last one, big clinical tie-in with warfarin. Give a shout out to their vitamin K dependent factors are going to be your 2, 7, 9, and 10. So if you don't have vitamin K, so if you administer warfarin, it's going to cut back on your usable vitamin K. That usable vitamin K will not be able to gamma carboxylate, and thus your clotting factors 2, 7, 9, and 10 will not be effective, and thus you can't coagulate. So this table is just the very kind of summary of what I've been talking about for the last few presentations. If you want more information about any of these, I did make a video about every single vitamin here, so be sure to check those out. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this series, please click like, please subscribe, and please tell your friends. Thank you very much.